Alright, so welcome to the, selection board. Because yes, you do have to play as all three characters. In this game, you choose one character at a time and complete his or her story from start to finish. Each character visits different places and meets different people, and only by finishing all three stories will you uncover this tale's deeper truths. So yes, you have to pick between Terra, Ven, and Aqua to determine, basically, to uncover stories, elements, and plots, and some characters' fates aren't revealed until you play another character's story. It's one of those Dragon Quest and bunch of other shenanigans. Terra, as I mentioned, is more of the physical-oriented guy. I'd say he's more of the difficult, like the more tough one of the three to use, but if you're averse at using strong, powerful characters, Terra is very easy for you. He generally follows the beginnings of arcs, like, you know how Kingdom Hearts worlds generally follow the main story of the characters, right? So, Terra will basically kick off the early parts of Disney World, such as playing the role of the huntsman in Snow White's world, or etc. So, Terra will generally follow the beginnings of story worlds, though there are some where he follows the middle, and some where he's the last one showing up. But again, it all depends on how you look at it. Personally speaking, Terra is the more challenging one. Ventus, on the other hand, is probably the easiest of the three because he plays the most like Sora and Roxas did in their games. So, generally speaking, if you just want to go through the game and breeze through it in a relatively easy manner, Ventus is probably the one that I would pick for you to be. He generally follows the middle lines of plots. Like, for example, there's a plot in the Sleeping Beauty world where we'll get to where Ven does the middle part of the story while Terra and Aqua do the beginning and end respectively, and such things. But he also does occasionally do a beginning world, and each character does have their own specific boss fights and villains they encounter and good guys they encounter. It's a unique little twist on it. Aqua, I'd say, is challenging to use, but she also plays a lot like Sora plays in that she's not as slow and bulky as Terra, but she's also more averse at using spells, and in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you can custom make Sora's stats to make them pretty much however you want them to, so Aqua's also fairly easy to use, though I will say, in terms of raw power, she's not the best. You're probably going to have to use a lot of special commands for the command list for her, but don't worry, they all get a lot. But we have to pick one to start this journey, and I honestly don't see any better way to start it than basically as they're listed right here. So, even though I'd love to play as the blue-haired beauty, Aqua, we're going to play as Terra first, and round out as Aqua a bit later. Now, all three stories begin with the same few cutscenes and battles, just to keep things a little consistent, so I'll be quiet for now, but generally speaking, these cutscenes are all going to be the same, so it doesn't really matter when I talk, but alright, I'll shut up for now. Because we need to listen to Mark Hamill. This is what Luke Skywalker should have been like.
Today you will be examined for the Mark of Mastery. Not one, but two of the Keyblades chosen stand here as candidates. But this is neither a competition nor a battle for supremacy. Not a test of wills, but a test of heart. Both of you may prevail, or neither. But I am sure our guest, Master Xehanort, did not travel all this way to see our youngest prospects in years fall short of the mark. I trust you are ready.
Yes.
Then let the examination begin.
about me. You two focus on the exam.
But Ven, you're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, Ven.
That's why the whole sparring area at the beginning is so important, so you can get a basic handle of how each character functions. Now, I am extremely well averse at using Terra, so you'll probably see me breeze through most of Terra's gameplay. Because he is probably my favorite one to go with, but he's also my favorite one in terms of story to make fun of. And hey, where did the flippin' master go? And where did that creepy old guy go? I don't know. Either way, the objective of this fight is pretty straightforward. These balls of light darkness will keep showing up until you basically throttle them. And case in point, we get an HP boost, and we learned our first command style, Critical Impact, which gets activated whenever you use... Oh, there you go. If you fill a command gauge at least partly using deck commands, you will sometimes change command styles. The command style you get depends on how many and which deck commands you used. So, for example, Terra's Critical Impact is more based on him using physical attacks.
That was unexpected. But one must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an excellent test, one I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial. Now, Terra and Aqua, the two of you will face each other in combat. Remember, there are no winners, only truths. For when equal powers clash, their nature is revealed. Begin! We have deliberated and reached a decision. Terra, Aqua, you both performed commendably. However, only Aqua has shown the mark of mastery. Terra, you failed to keep the darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all. Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Please wait here for further instruction.
You know, I thought there'd be like a whole knighting ceremony to all this.
I'm sorry.
But, whatever. Guess they don't want to knight girls yet. Oh, and Terra is slowly divulging into the darkness, but whatever.
What do you make of Ventus?
He ain't gonna cut it. Somebody's gotta break that loser in.
Not here, you won't. I have to keep up appearances.
I know that. He just needs a little incentive to leave home.
Sorry. But I need some time alone. There's darkness within me. So what does that matter? I know I'm strong enough to hold it back.
Yes. You are indeed strong. The darkness is nothing to fear.
I'm getting a lot of Palpatine vibes from you.
And yet, how frustrating.
Also
that
Herbert the
Terra's
Pervert
refuse
from
came
Family
from.
Guy, but
Why, you could
that's
train
for
with
another
him
story.
forever, and still, you'd never be a master in his eyes.
But why? Help me understand, Master Xehanort. What is it that I failed to learn?
You're fine as you are. Darkness cannot be destroyed. It can only be channeled.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
I'm getting a lot of Hayden Christensen and Anakin Skywalker vibes from you, mister. Oh, I'm sure he's up to nothing but good deeds. He's off to give puppies to orphans. I'm sure of it. Trust me on this one, guys.
I don't know. Why isn't Ven here?
Very well, then. I will send my pupils to investigate. Yes, I understand. Farewell. That was my dear old friend Yen Sid. As you know, he is master no more, but he still keeps a close eye on the tides of light and darkness. His counsel serves as signposts.
So he just gave up being a Keyblade master? I didn't know you could do that.
All the more reason then for concern, for he tells me the princesses of Heart are in danger. Not only from the forces of darkness, as you may assume, but also from a new threat, one that feeds on negativity. Fledgling emotions that have taken monster form. Yen Sid calls them the Unversed. As wielders of the Keyblade, you are tasked with striking down any who would upset the balance of light and darkness. The Unversed are no exception. I tried to pass this news on to Master Xehanort, but my repeated attempts to reach him have failed. I doubt there is any connection, and yet this all troubles me.
Master Xehanort is gone?
When did you take those opportunities to pass the information on? You literally just got off the phone with him.
I need you two to get this.
Don't lie to me,
situation under
Luke.
control. Eliminate the Unversed and find Master Xehanort. I have unlocked the lanes between. You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world and countless others. The darkness looms closer than usual within these spaces, but your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept. You cannot tell anyone there are other worlds. Now go, and fulfill your duty.
Yes, Master.
Terra, consider this an opportunity. A second chance for you to change my mind.
What?
You must know, I care for you like my own son. If I could have my way, I would name you Master in a second. But how can I, when you are so obsessed with power? Terra, you mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power, and obsession beckons the darkness. You must never forget.
Thank you, Master. I swear, I will not fail you again.
Terra!
Get used to that scream from Ven. Because I wasn't a big Jesse McCartney fan growing up, I kinda was not a big fan of Ven or Rucksack. But now I hate Rucksack for other reasons. There's enough mopey, emo characters in this series. The last thing we need is another Rucksack. And there he is! This, boys and girls, was Lingering Will, the man who haunted my nightmares for months in 2018. And there's his bike! Cycle thingamajigger. Who cares? It looks frickin' awesome. Off to adventure we go! And we forged a D-Link with Ven! Yay! While D-Linked, you can use other characters' commands. You can press the directional pad to open up your list of D-Links. So you'll gain a lot more as time progresses. The D-Link gauge will drain as long as you remain linked. When the gauge runs out, your link will be broken. D-Linking fully restores your HP. Refill the D-Link with those blue prizes. Defeating enemies while D-Linked may cause them to drop special emblems. Collect the emblems to power up the D-Link. And we forged our D-Link with Aqua. So that's always good. But I think I'm going to wrap things up for now, as we get the command board for the land of departure. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64, and it seems we've unlocked the path to Sleeping Beauty's world. You know what that means. That means Maleficent's right around the corner, and I'm sure she has just as many good plans for us as Xehanort does. Until we meet again, my lovelies, Saya freaking Nara.